It's the first time an SEC opponent has come to Happy Valley since 2011. A whiteout at night? Good luck, Auburn. Another week of great football games, and this might be the best of them all. Penn State, number 10 in the country. Auburn coming to town. This environment isn't easy for anybody, and the stats say that. 17 consecutive non-conference home victories for the Penn State Nittany Lions. Are looking to make it 18 over a pretty good Auburn team. This is an Auburn team that's extremely difficult to read. New head coach in there, and they played two games. Akron and Alabama State have both put up 60 points or more in both of those ball games. So now they go from playing an FCS team and probably the worst team in FBS to the 10th ranked team in the country on the road. But here's what we know about Auburn. Bo Nix, the third-year starter at quarterback. Bo is a guy that's been okay, maybe above average in the Southeastern Conference, and he's scarily similar to Sean Clifford. Both three-year starters, both in the same stature in terms of height and weight, both around 60% completions, both athletic out of the pocket with a decent arm. But when it comes to the tough games, the games against ranked opponents, that's where Bo doesn't exactly shine. He's 3-8 in his career against ranked opponents, 1-5 in true road games against ranked teams. So Bo doesn't exactly know how to beat good teams when he plays them. When I look at this Penn State matchup against that Auburn defense, I think it's pretty clear to me what needs to be the game plan in this game. Auburn has a good secondary. Their top corner, Roger McCreary, will probably match up against Jahan Dotson. Last year, 45 tackles and 3 interceptions. Smoke Monday, what a name. Second team All-SEC safety in 2020. But when we look at front sevens, I don't think there's any question about it. Penn State, led by Ellis Brooks, has the better front seven in this ball game, and that's where Penn State is going to look to exploit things. Run the football, be physical. Their offensive line needs to have a good day, and they need to get going in the running game because we know what Auburn has over the top. If Penn State can hit a couple of big plays, they don't need to hit a ton, just hit a couple of big plays to Jahan Dotson over the top. It's what happened in the Wisconsin game. Wisconsin pitched a shutout on Penn State in the first half, but Penn State got a couple of big plays over the top. Jahan Dotson was on the receiving end of those. Look what happened. He waded into a victory 16-10 over the Badgers. I see the same type of deal going on here against Auburn. If they can run the ball really effectively, be physical at the line of scrimmage, hit just a few plays over the top, enough for this Auburn defense, to be honest, that could equal a victory for the Nittany Lions in Happy Valley. Yeah, Auburn has put up 60 points the last 2 weeks, but if you look at that game against Alabama State, I think there are some weaknesses. 7 first half penalties. There's a lot of inexperience. There is some youth on this Auburn offense, so they may be prone to penalties, and especially now you bring in the crowd, 100,000 plus whiteout fans at Penn State, and that's going to make things even more difficult in terms of penalties for Auburn. If Penn State gets up early, it forces Auburn to throw the football a lot more, and maybe as the second half, if they're down a little bit more, maybe abandon that running game. Can Bo Nix go on the road into Happy Valley, 100,000 people, and win the game with his arm? Sean Clifford doesn't need to do much. Take care of the football, hit a couple of big plays. Will Penn State's defense pitch another great game? Or will Auburn come in, and will we see that high-flying offense like we did the first 2 weeks come into Happy Valley and ruffle some feathers? Want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe. Daily Big Ten content here on this YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.